Hello everyone, I have a brand new video for you today. Now this is a slight deviation from the content my channel regularly hosts, but I felt like I should make a video on this device because essentially when I purchased this item, I didn't see really too many online reviews of it. So of course let me share what it is. So this is a device called the Sureshot, and it's sold by a company called Snaptrex. And so this is a device that I've seen really heavily advertised on social media. So Facebook, Instagram, I've seen it. I think this one was from Facebook in particular, but it could have been either one of those sites. And often when you purchase those products direct from social media, the companies are small, there's not a lot of reviews, a lot of information on the product. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience receiving this item to give you an idea of what to expect if you decide to purchase one as well. So this is a device that is essentially meant to enhance your experience with a camera, provide some pan and tilt options. And so for me personally, having a YouTube channel, just being interested in gadgets in general, I decided to pick one up. I think it could be useful for a lot of the shots I make on my channel, because of course, as you can tell, most of my channel are tabletop overviews. And so I think it could be very useful in the future. But if you decide to purchase this, I'll give you some advice. Of course, this one I purchased on February 15th. So this arrived today on March 2nd. So as you can tell, it took about 15-ish days or so to get here. And so these are drop shipped from China. So when you do purchase this direct through Snaptrex's website, they do ship it from China. And so that does account for the 2-week plus time it takes to get here. That being said, to get a package from China in a little over 2 weeks, that's not too bad, to be perfectly honest with you. So, but just that's what you should expect. These are not stored in a US warehouse, at least not as of when I ordered this in February 2021. But to give you an idea of what to expect, because if you were intending on purchasing this item for a gift, for a loved one or someone in your family in photography or videography, it doesn't make the greatest presentation. It comes in a very plain brown box. There's absolutely no markings on it. Even the barcode is very, very nondescript. From the voyage over here, it was shipped in a bubble wrapped envelope, so it wasn't in a box. We can see a slight puncture mark in the box here where this tripod mount came out. Luckily, it's not damaged. It's a very robust item, so I think it would take a lot to actually damage the device, but it was shipped in just a very nondescript way. So on immediately opening the box, I did notice it was missing an item from it, because as you open up the mount, you'll notice there are Allen keys required to adjust it. So this top mount was very flimsy out of the box. So this top mount here was very flimsy out of the box, and it didn't come with the Allen key to adjust it. Not really a problem for me. I have tons of Allen keys just hanging around, so I was able to use this to tighten up this particular top mount right here. And there was no trouble, no problem. I was able to tighten it up. But it didn't come in the box. And on the website, it is advertised as arriving with the proper Allen key. So that's just something that to keep in mind. But what I do like about this mount, just holding it in your hand, it is very heavy duty. It feels nice and weighty. It comes in at a pretty decent weight. So this one right here, let's take a look. We are 11.22 ounces. So it feels nice and weighty in hand, which is a good thing, because if you're going to put your camera on here, you want it to not flop around. You want it to be a solid build quality. On the bottom right here, you can see there are some rubber feet on the device, and part of the design of this device is it's meant if you want it to be a standalone little mini tripod or a camera holder, you can use it for that purpose. I think it would be great for like a webcam, things like that. But we have two mounting holes, the 1/4 inch and the 3/8 inch holes, so you can mount it to a variety of different tripods. Given the weight of this device and the weight of whatever camera you're going to put on here, I would recommend using a quality tripod, because if you use your Amazon Basics type plastic tripod, it might prove to be a bit much for it. But it's rated to carry something like 6 pounds or something on there, so it's pretty heavy duty and it feels good in hand. On the top of it, we do have a little level, so you can see the bubble in there to get your mount leveled out straight. And of course the mount for the tripod does slide back and forth for adjustments, and you can see it turns on right here. And so a lot of the way this is designed to work is it just gives you a bunch of different options to mount your camera in different orientations. You know, if you want to use it as a standalone mount, you can just kind of leave it like that, and it's going to be weighty enough to hold most cameras. And so I'll attach to it really quick. This is my just a Panasonic Lumix G7. Give you an idea of the process of attaching your camera. Of course, this should be common sense for most of you guys out there, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what it took. So it does screw right on, and luckily no tools are required. You can just use your thumbs, but that's on there pretty solid now. And as you can see, it does hold the camera. And of course, you can mount it in various ways, however you want to do it. And of course, it's going to flop on the table if you overweigh it. But the idea is you have this on a solid tripod or a solid mount of some kind to help you get different angles with it. So that could be kind of useful depending on how you are going to film your content or video your content. You know, you could totally adjust this and get a lot of different variety of shots. And in their promotional materials, they show it on tripods, they show it on sliders moving back and forth, and of course none of that is included, and they say so on the website. But just what it comes with it is just the basic square mount itself, which I think is pretty well built. And beyond the packaging and the lack of the Allen key that they did not include, I mean, I'm not really finding any negatives with this, but it's going to be really up to you whether it's worth their advertised cost, because their advertised price for the item is around $35, you know, unless they have a coupon code or something. And so for a lot of people, I think this could add some versatility to their shooting setups. Just getting that little bit of extra reach sometimes can make all the difference. And the fact that you can loosen it up or tighten it based on your camera you have, I think does add some versatility to it as well. So for whether you're using a cell phone as a camera, a DSLR, a mirrorless camera, a GoPro, a webcam, I think there are a lot of different uses for an item like this. And I wish that there were more online reviews of the item itself. And so that's kind of why I decided to make this video. So hopefully this has been helpful for some people. And now, of course, I'm not going to go out and run and gun with it. I just got this out of the box, and I wanted to share my perspective for people who are sitting on the fence, kind of. It does seem to be a solid item. The company is not a scam company. They did, in fact, send a product. It's just, whether or not this can fit into your setup nicely or not is going to be the determining factor as to whether or not you use it. So if you have any questions on the mount itself, feel free to ask in the comments below. Again, I know this is very different than the content I normally make on my channel, but I thought it might help somebody in the future searching on YouTube for the Sureshot by Snaptrex. So feel free to leave any comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.